If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just getting my thing I downloaded, so it's in full screen and it doesn't have to be super weird about, hey, it looks cute. Super weird, but like this, see how it's like just a window. Dum 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 dum. Go ahead. Yep. Okay, I guess that's good. Connect 3 components. Ooh. Oh. Hey, that's pretty cool. Oh, I was like, what am I waiting for? I'm like, oh, I have to press start. I mean, and space. Anyway, let's go back to my good old buddy LD Jam. 31 minutes. We're coming in close. I'll probably play like 1, 2 more. Get my inspiration flowing. And then realize I have no ideas. Oh, this one seems kind of interesting. I like all the colors. The background seems like it needs trees though. So let's just see what this is. Oh, not available for anything. Wasn't this supposed to be the like small world? I suppose it is. Uh, okay. Let's find a different game. Dr. Duck. Let's see what you are about. I like this one. It seems cool. Let's go with this one. Hey, he got even close. He got pretty close. Here you are. Da, 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 da. By the way, sorry about a couple minutes ago. My. What do you mean it's too dangerous? It's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Anyway, uh, I had like the worst experience of my life. My computer, my internet decided to die on me, and just like, hey, you don't get to play. And I'm like, why not? And it's just like, because I hate you. I'm like, really? All right. Um, and then I was just like, super, what the heck is going on? This is like, I have 30 minutes until the Ludum Dare starts, and my internet's dying. Okay. And then, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna restart my computer, see if that helps. It did. So now I'm back. Hello. How are you? I'm a new me. Wait a minute. Didn't I just open something? I did. Why didn't it open? Deleted. Day. If well, Dr. Duck seems like he doesn't want to work. So who's the winner of last year's Dare 39 winners? Uh Sin Sinclair Strange. Okay, so I'll be back because something in my room is making a noise and it's quite annoying, so I'll be right back, and then we'll probably have enough time to download whatever this game is and play it to get inspiration, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I found out it was just my fish tank being super weird, and it stopped. That looks super well made, like it was made by an actual game person, so maybe it was made by a game person like this guy. So, let's download it. Okay, never mind, won't let me download it. Aha. Extract, cancel refugee, blah blah blah. I'll win forever. I thought it would do damage. Ah, jetpack.
Yeah, this looks good. Well, except for all the dots.
Oh, okay, so I will be right back because I gotta go talk to my team. So at 6, when the theme is given, I will be back to hopefully with them in a Discord chat or something. So I'm just gonna keep this on, just playing music, uh, and it will be like suggesting music, so you guys can suggest if you want. So.
Message sent. And they're seeking of the truth, but inside of me, I know you hide. When you keep trying so hard, but you get too far, leaving me behind. And I can't find you up in the sky. I just need a minute more, and I'll shut that door again. But when I sleep unconsciously, again I follow you, and I can't find you. to pieces, turn their feet around, they will leave defeated. They will crumble at the sight of our legion. If you want the crown, then you've got to break them down. Break them. There is nothing that they can do to protect a king and his fool. Caught in the fire, watch it burn. Ash to ash, now it's our turn. Take their kingdom down and smash it to pieces. Turn their feet around, they will leave defeated. They will crumble at the sight of our legion. If you want the crown, then you've got to break them down. Break them.
Aha. I got the thing right as it was breaking down. Anyway, I'm back. uh, so the theme finally came out. It's the more you have, or wait, hold on. It's the, let's see. The more you have, the worse it is. So I'm trying to think of some good ideas that would go with that. Let us see. The more you have, the less is the worse it is. The more you have, the worse it is. So I'm gonna get a new one actually. Instead of being transparent, to be like, delete that. Okay. Okay, so the more you have, the worse it is, huh? Um, what if we had a germs kind of thing? Like you're inside someone's stomach, right, or something, or like the inside of someone, right? And you're an antibody or some type of immune thing, and then germs, bacteria, viruses, they all came in, and they the more you have past a certain point, the worse your person would get, which would be the health bar. So right now, what I'm thinking, if we do that, so maybe we can have like a stomach type thing, right? Here's a stomach, right? I don't even know. Um, then here would be the or let's make this blue, right? Okay. Here's here's the antibodies. Okay. And then here comes the virus. And it's trying to get all the way past the antibodies. I guess just like spreading throughout the it's just spreading throughout the body, right? Trying to take over everything, right? And the antibodies, which would be this color, they would go against the viruses and stop them. And right now there's only two ways I'm thinking about this going down. One would be tower defense. That's too big. A tower defense game. Or a infantry spawn kind of thing. Uh, like where you save up like these coin things, right? And then you click on a button and it sends like little AI people to go fight. And, like there's different types and like they cost different that's just that's the germ one. That's a germ idea. Okay. Okay. And now what we'll do is that we'll make another one. It'll be the same thing as last. Okay. And then we'll have maybe the more you have, the worse it is. Does it necessarily have to be worse for you or worse for somebody else? Okay, so I'm just gonna be typing ideas in my notepad real quick. Let's see. Germ germ tower defense slash infantry spawner. The more you have, the worse it is. The more what? More what's something that somebody doesn't want to have? Maybe like a driving game where the more cops that you attract, the worse your situation gets. The more you have, the worse it is. the more you have, the worse it is, huh? The more maybe a side scroller that the more things you kill and the more points you get, the larger and slower you become, or just the slower you become, or you become smaller. No. Hmm. Always better. Images. The more you have, the worse it is. More is not always better. Hmm. Wait, what if we have the more time you have at the end of the game, of whatever game we're making, the more it takes away your life at the end of the game. So, the more health you have. No. Okay, so, say there's like a track, right? And here's a little guy. Okay, I'm gonna make a little guy's a square, right? And he's moving along, and there's a timer of maybe say 100 seconds, right? And that's like the health. That's like the health, right? It's also the time. That's the time. Okay, and the longer it goes, the worse. The more you have, the worse it gets. Okay, okay, okay. So scratch that, scratch that. Okay, everything go back to white, please. Scratch that, please. I didn't get out of here. Okay. So, the more you have, the worse it is. So, say there's, yeah, I got a track. The little guy's a box. He's moving along. Yeah, okay, keep going. The more he defeats enemies, some circle, right? The more he defeats the enemies, uh, he gets plus like maybe 50 seconds, right, to his time. So that's he has 100. He starts off with 100 time, and then he gets 50 seconds. That makes 150 seconds. And let's say he's a suicidal box, right? Um, he wants to die. He's like super sad, and he wants to just die, right? Okay, and at the end goal is his grave. Let's just say that, right? His grave. Dead. Okay, right? And he wants to die. And the more time he has, that's the more time to be sad, right? I know I'm going really dark with this one, right? And the more monsters he kills, the more time he has to be sad, which is not what he wants. And the faster you get there to this point, so let's say 100 time, right? Say he gets there in like 20 seconds. That's 20 points. No, that would make things super complicated. Okay, so he wants to die, so he needs to get there as fast as he can without killing monsters. And if he kills or getting hurt by monsters, no. Okay, scratch this. Okay, so um, let's think. The more you have, the worse it is. The more you have, worse it is. The more you have, worse it is. I'm kind of thinking time. The more time you have, the worse it is. But how? The more time you have, hmm, more something is worse. Knowledge. Maybe we can have something like little box friend, right? Running, not running along, yeah, okay, running along. He's going, running along. No, okay. Water. More water is not good for plants. Plants don't always need more water. sunlight. More sunlight is bad for skin. What if you made a little ground thing? And he's on the ground, and there's these giant leaves like this, or giant blades of grass, right? Uh, so let's say add layer, right? Add new layer. This is the blades of grass, right? Let's just make this background, right? It's background grass, right? Okay. What we'll do is that we will take this. Okay, delete that layer. No, I just want to delete the whole thing. Come on, quickly, before I forget. Seriously, stop. Okay, create new layer. Layer background stuff. Okay, delete this layer again. Please stop with this madness. Delete that. Okay, background. We'll have our grass, right? Grass background. And we'll just paste it in. Good enough. We'll have another layer in front of the grass background, which will be our ground, right? Be on top of our ground, and we'll go like, and then go like, we go like, right? Okay, there's a ground, right? Grass background, ground, and then we'll have our little player guy right here. Blue player guy. He will be a box again. He's like, yay, walking through everything and not enjoying the sunshine, right? Yay. Except for he's deadly allergic to sunlight. Oh no. Now he's sad. Okay, he's sad now. Now what we wanted to do is that there's these giant, very giant compared to him, giant leaves on the ground, right? Like little sapling plants. And he's just like, oh boy, shade. And we'll like pink, and we'll go like pink. And we'll go. Okay, and then the shade on the ground. And he... Okay, so I gotta go take this out. I'll make a new layer. No, that's not what I wanted to get out of here. Okay, now here's his little thing, his shade stuff. Yay! Now he's happy. And I'll just like click that. Okay. Here's a player. Here's him. He's like, yay! Okay, in the shade. Now he's happy. So so he's happy. So turn that frown upside down. Now he's happy. He's in the shade. That's nice. The more he goes out of the shade into the sun, stop, sun, uh, into the sun right here. Okay, and the sun has a super creepy face, just like me. Done. Okay. And he's just like sitting there being a sun, right? Okay. And the more the player is in the sun, the more he loses health. And now he's sad again. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna die. And the more he's in the sunlight, yeah, okay, sun, the more um, arrows and stuff. Okay, the more he's in the sunlight, now he loses health, and he's like, no, please don't do that. So he has to run from cover to cover, like so. He has to run cover to cover, dodging the sun, and just surviving, right? To get to the end of the place, which I guess is like his little home. And he's just like, now I'm safe to go get his sunglasses, right? Or maybe the sunglasses can be something that protects him from the shade, I don't know. Um, And then what he can do to make things harder is that maybe he has to climb over stuff, like on top of this leaf right here. And onto up to that one. Like so on and so forth, right? And the player down here, he'll be just like, oh my, why do I gotta do this? And then he jumps onto this stuff, right? To get to wherever he's going. Staying underneath the shade as much as possible. Yeah, collecting power-ups like umbrellas or something, or sunglasses. To stop the sun from, you know, like just destroying him, like blowing up in like a major fire or something. Okay. And then what we'll do is like we'll just like delete this stuff. Right, okay. The player, he is just like, please don't let me go in the sun, player. Or person who's, you know, okay, anyway. More sun equals bad. More shade equals good because you regain health after a little bit. Okay. Now, where should we have him? What should we have? That's one idea. Let's see. No sunlight, only shade, side scroller, or sun equals bad, lose health. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's that. What's an animal that doesn't like being in the sun. What? Oh, anime. I don't know why animal, not anime. Weird. Animals that don't like sunlight. No, not animals in sunlight. Animals that don't like sunlight, huh? Okay, so nocturnal animals. Really? It's a movie? No, I need something like this. There we go. Okay. Maybe. Oh, a firefly. Oh no, okay. Maybe it can be a moth, right? And the moth doesn't want to be in the sunlight because he knows he'll get attracted to the sun and blow up and die. So the moth is staying out of the sunlight to get to his home to go to sleep. Okay. Let's write that down. Moth, don't go in sun because he will blow up and die. Get home to sleep. Okay. 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 So a moth. Let's see. Moth. Ooh, that's a big moth. Okay, let's see. Cute moth. Oh my god, that's adorable. Anyway, this is what I'm looking for. That's kind of what I want it to look like. Cute moth. Side. Gotta find one that'll look good as our main guy because he's cool. Uh, he needs to have legs. Moth. Holy crap, that's a huge moth. Okay. Uh, oh, yeah, cartoon like it kind of like that. Cartoon moth. It is. Oh, okay. So, cartoon robot. Moth, robot, moth, robot, moth, robot. Not robot moth, but moth robot. A robot. That'd be kind of interesting. Like, why would a robot not want to have sunlight? No, but a moth. Ooh, it's a butterfly. Ew. A moth, huh? Cartoon moth, like this guy. Okay, so let's put you like right here. Go back to this. Create new. A moth. No, moth don't have the weird thing that caterpillars do. They have antenna. And then like weird. Okay, then you'll have like little mouth thing, right? And sparkle eye thing. Okay, and then he'll go like something like that maybe. He'll have legs. Alright, he has legs now. I should probably turn this to white so I can erase stuff like this. Okay, and then moth hands. How many arms does he have? I'm guessing they have 6 because they're insects, right? Yeah, they have 6. Okay, I'll just change this down to 3 because it's getting hard to kind of write to draw. Is there anything else on their head? And then we'll go back to 5. Maybe make him some stub arms like that. Okay. There's arms, things. Okay. And then maybe, and then his wings. Okay. Maybe we can give him blue eyes or something. Alright. Little moth guy, maybe? Let's change the image. Canvas size. Should be like 5 by 6. I'll take this guy. Okay, Control T. Cancel. Make a new background. Moth. Ta 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 ta. That's not what I wanted. Little moth guy. G. And then there's little moth guy. And then I will take you, and I should take you. Control A. Show this to my Tamo.
Message sent.
Okay, so okay, more sunlight he gets, the more health he loses, because I mean the more sanity I guess he loses, because he'll go insane and then he'll want to go to the sun and die. The daily problems of a moth. Okay. Hmm. That's just one idea, though. Let's think of more ideas, huh? Hmm. Does anybody in the chat have an idea of a game? Something, if you have more of something, the worse it is. The more of that something you have, the worse it gets. So, more of something you have, the worse it gets. What's some personal things that people might have that they don't want to have more of? Homework? Like the more homework you have, the worse it gets for you. Or the more work you have. Hmm. The more more you have, the worse it gets. More you have, the worse it gets. More you have, the worse it gets. The more you have, the more nuclear bombs. The more people. So most people mess up something good by looking for something better, just to end up with something worse. The more you have, sometimes it's declared where you are because God knows the storm where you headed. Be grateful. The more you have, the worse it gets. The more you have, the worse it gets. Why did it have to be this theme? It's always the hardest themes. I would have rather probably referred death is like the better one is death. Anyway, more you have, the worse it is. The more you have, the worse it is. maybe like a top-down dungeon crawler where you're in the dungeon and you need to find keys to open doors, but throughout one level there's multiple keys, and the more keys you have, the less percentage of the less chance you have to open the door on the first try. Like the more keys you collect, maybe first person. First person dungeon. Dungeon room, locked room, multiple keys, find key to open door, maybe? Find the one specific key in a bunch of where there's a bunch of keys in one room. Kind of reminds me of that 1,000 key Ludum Dare game thing somebody made a while back. But I'm kind of thinking it's a little of something a little different. Hmm. Hmm. The more you have, the worse it is. The more keys you have, the harder it is to find which one it is to open the door to get out of the dungeon. Hmm. More you have, the worse it is. Newswark, thank you for hosting. Let's see. The more you have, the worse it is. Huh? The more you have, the worse it is, huh? The more you have, the worse it is. I should probably put this down where people can see it, huh? You know, it'd probably be nice if you could see it, but I don't know. More you have, the worse it is. So, right now, I have a germ tower defense / infantry spawner game, to where if you're the antibodies and germs and viruses are all trying to get in to make you sick, right? And the more germs and stuff that get past a certain point, makes your player more sick, making your health go down, and making you lose the game if you don't like push it back, right? And like there's like different waves. Okay, different antibody that you can spawn for like points. Tower defense game. Second idea was a car chasing game where you are a person for whatever reason that is just gets not caught, but you get chased by the police, and over time doing more stuff that causes trouble and stuff, and over time more police chase you, and the worse it gets because it's the level of difficulty rises. Another one is one I was thinking about, and like it's probably one of my top choices. If you're a moth and you are trying to get home to sleep, but because it's daytime and you're scared of the sunlight because if you go into the sunlight for too long, start losing your sanity, and the moth, after losing all of its sanity and being in the sunlight, will fly off into the sun, blow up and die. And but the more it's under in the shade like of sapling leaves and grass and stuff and just in the shade, the more sanity it gains, and there might be like little monsters that like try to push you off into the sunlight, or like they have mirrors and it push and like uses the sunlight to go like pushes it on you, right? And the one I just recently thought of or was thinking about was a first person dungeon locked like and you're in a locked room or a locked dungeon, and there's little monsters running around everywhere, right? But they're not trying to hurt you, they're just running off, and you chase them and you get them, right? And each one drops I'm thinking maybe either a pile of keys, right? Just a pile of keys, like 5 or more, and you have to find out which key, like which one key out of all of the monsters that drop all the keys, which key unlocks the door, which would be hard because the more keys you have, the harder it is to open the door, because it just seems like it'd be really annoying. So I don't know about that one. Anyway, uh, hello, new guys that's in the stream. If you have any ideas, go ahead, just say them in the chat. I'd be happy to hear them. I'm just thinking about them, and then tomorrow I'll get together with my group and we'll all converse and just like talk about which ideas we have, and then we'll decide on one. Gotta think. Oh, also forgot to mention, if you follow me, I'll be having a giveaway soon, and the giveaway is for 10 lucky people. You guys get 10 lucky people will get uh, a random Steam key. So if you like giveaways and stuff, you don't have to pay or anything. You just have to follow. Um, y- yeah, I'm trying to get to 50 followers by the end of the month, and then at the end of the month, if I have 50 or like at least 40, then I'll do the giveaway, and anybody that's in the stream or on the list will get uh has the chance to get a free Steam game. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. More. The more you have, the worse it get. The worse it is, I believe, is the thing. Uh, okay. Anyway. The more you have, the worse it is. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. The more you have, the worse it is. The more you have, the worse it is. The more you have, the worse it is, huh? The more things you have, the worse it is. 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 Hmm. I'm gonna get some suggested music on here because I am getting super quiet and it's too quiet. Hmm. more you have, the worse it is, right? Okay, so let's think of a fish tank, right? The fish tank. You have fish in it, right? And the more fish you have, the more waste they can produce, the dirtier the tank gets, right? Okay. Now, or instead of the more fish, you have regular 3 fish, right? The more, and it'll be like a physics kind of thing. You pick up the fish food, right? By the bottle, and there's these physics that you can like hold A or D, right, while you're holding it down, and it tips over, and you have to aim it just right to where it gives the right amount of food, and then you tip it back. If you tip in too much, the tank gets dirtier quicker over the days, and you have to see how many days that you can survive, or that your fish can survive, with depending on how much food you give them per night. Hmm. Depending on how dirty the fish tank is, might kill off your fish. Let's write that down just for in case. 6 fish feeder, more food equals dirtier tank equals dead fish. Right amount of food equals clean tank slash happy fish, and not enough food equals clean tank slash unhappy slash dead fish. Oh wait, dirtier tank equals dead fish, unhappy slash dead fish. And then like you just have like a to make a click and how to make click and drag physics. Ah, yes.
So now let's save it. File save. Let's hope we don't have any errors.
I'm doing research if that's what you're thinking.
Now select all these sprites except for the main block. Select all the sprites you want to be able to drag and drag them. Oops, wrong script. Drag the drag script into them. Okay. We'll just leave this. See, there is the box colliders. If you don't put a box collider, it's not gonna. You won't be able to move it. I don't believe you will. All right. So let's go to 3D now.
Okay.
There is the box. Go to 3D now. Select. You can move it anywhere, literally. Oops. 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 Get the sphere. Come on, hit. Oops. I guess I lost that. Okay.
Oops.
There. That's simple.
All right. Okay, so I'm kind of liking the fish idea, because then it'll give the players something to go after, because there's an action. It's not a level. It's you're trying to see how long you can last per, and that could allow me, I don't know, to implement a high score, which could make players want to go higher and higher more days they play. Hmm. Okay. Think of something else now. Let's go ahead and check what everybody else is doing except for you. Let's see. Game Dev Network. Game Dev Talk. No. Game Jam. Okay, work in progress. What's other people doing? This is not Ludum Dare stuff. Hey, that's nice though. What is everybody doing? I don't know. Let's see. Da 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 dee doo dee da be boppy. Do do beep bop beep boopy. Okay. All right. So. Or we can have one to where your waitress, right? Or waiter. Or not waitress, waiter. You're someone that's pouring something into a cup. Wait, 1080. So what I'll have is, here's a cup, right? And there's your cup, right? And what's in this cup is soon to be some kind of drink. You put the drink in with some type of ladle or something that okay, anyway. Put the drink in, fill the drink up, but not to where it overflows. And the drink could be, and it could be like to where you don't overflow, right? And this is like you zoomed in, right? And what could happen is that, can I make a new background, please? Put whatever background, and then you come out of the, or looking like hand kind of thing, only moving the hand to where you are the way, the person, right? You're the person. You're holding the tray that has the cup on it, right? And you have to walk to the table, and the person that's at the table, right? Okay, whatever, chair. Okay, and he's just like waiting here. He's like, I want my coffee or drink or something, right? He's like super like, come on, I need it. Eh. So mad. Then you're over here trying to get to him in like a cafe or something. Okay, and then you're walking, and you are trying to avoid falling and slipping, or just like spilling the drink. Like there would be stuff that makes is gonna try to make you slip, like a banana peel or something. There's your banana peel. A wet floor sign. Oops. Sad face. Wet floor everywhere. There's your wet floor. And like there'll be probably people walking around. And he's just like, hey, I'm all good. I'm all happy. I had my drink. Unlike the guy over there, he's kind of sad. Like he's just like, come on, I want my drink. And he's like walking around this way and that way, just bumping into people. And he could bump into you, you could drop your stuff. And that would be end game. And the whole logic behind the more is worse is that you want to get as much as the drink in there as you can, because maybe he's a critic or something and he's just like, he's like giving you a reviewer, which I don't know why he'd be here, because like there's wet sign, this guy walking around and a banana peel on the ground. There we go. And then he and you want to fill up as much as you can because your boss wants to like get a good review, right? So you want to fill them as much as you can without spilling it, and you want to get it to him without spilling it, and you want to get it to him in a certain amount of time. So let's say like 50 seconds. 50 seconds, right? So the time limit makes it harder for you. So does all the obstacles, which could stress you out, especially this one guy right here. And he could be like yelling at you from the side, like from the end of the thing. He's like, "Get over here! Where's my coffee?" And like all that stuff. Like there's like this one guy walking around just doing whatever he wants, I guess. Maybe there'll be like more. I don't know. Maybe there's just this one guy. Maybe I'll have more than just one guy that wants to have his stuff. I don't know. And then like you have to go back and refill it and the more, maybe there'll be like a happiness meter depending on how much time you have, to where how happy the customer is, to where the more money you get, to where the more the more money you get, which is the money that translates to more time, so where you can use the next customer. Once again, seeing how long you can last without ending the game before you're fired. Okay, so money equals plus time. Okay. Plus more time. Okay. Scratch that out. And then we'll go like, he's a customer. This guy. He's like, "I want my stuff. I'm late for work. Get over here." I'm like, "Okay, sorry, sir." And like this one guy is being a derp. He's like, "Get out of here." Wait, where's my? No, I need. He's a derp. Okay. It's an idea. This would be cup physics. Deliver drink to customer within time limit. Avoid spilling drink. Gain money / time. And maybe like you're working to either to a certain time, gaining amount of money. Maybe you have to try to work as fast as you can and as diligently as you can, to where you can get as much money as you can in the least amount of time, or at least amount of time. I keep like freaking voice cracking. Anyway, least amount of time, because say like you have a shift, right? You only get to work for that amount of time, unless like your boss is just like, you have to do overtime, or like, I want to do overtime. Anyway, so he's you have a certain time limit to do stuff, which I guess is the time to do your shift. The maximum amount of time, I guess, it could be like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then if you don't, and like that's one shift, and then whatever money you get in that shift, you can like go home with that money, I guess. But like the more customers that you get, the more money you get, and the money transfers to time. Okay. That's a good idea, probably. Chat, what do you think? I need opinions. I also need more viewers, but it's fine. It's okay, I'm just kidding. You guys are cool. Silence is also fine. Okay. Let's see. I should probably have a thing that says like every like 30 minutes tells about the giveaway I'm doing, but I don't know. Dang it, every time. Uh, but like I'll probably just say it one more time. If you don't know, I'm having a giveaway. Uh, I'm giving away 10 random Steam keys to people who follow my Twitch. It's kind of strange. It shows up on there, but not on here. Anyway, uh, yeah. If if you follow and I get 50 followers by the end of the month, I'll do the giveaway, and you can get free Steam games. So that's cool. So remember to follow if you want to get a free Steam game. Or if you like your friends want free games, then you can just tell them. I don't know. And I'll probably do if this one's a success, then I guess I'll do more, better giveaways in the future. Okay. But right now I'm just thinking of ideas to do for the Ludum Dare. I have a list so far of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, about 6. Right now there's like a good 3 that I might I'm thinking would be good. Maybe 4. Hmm. Okay, so you have more something, the worse it is. What would be bad if you had more of it? Trash, maybe? The more trash you have, the worse your room or the place you're at looks. Huh. More you have something, the worse it is. Maybe a leaf, a plant growing game, kind of, to where the plant is like a little seed, right? He's a little seed. And then he starts to grow out of the ground. This is the ground. He starts to grow, gets bigger and bigger. The more because of the sunlight, right? And he just keeps growing up and up constantly, getting bigger and bigger and stuff. You know, getting leaves, maybe flower, and like branching off, right? But we'll have this big ol' good leaf at the end, which may turn out to be a fruit or something. That's where you are pretty much, and what you're trying to get, these like bugs and stuff, just like flying by, just like trying to eat your a leaf. So you have to maneuver it to the sides, aiming where it's gonna grow, so it can grow this way and then grow up. It's like all different ways depending on which way you're controlling the growth of the plant, dodging different bugs and stuff that are coming your way. Uh, Try not to get eaten by bugs. Grow as tall as possible. That'd be pretty interesting, especially to make. The more you have, the worse it is, huh? The more you have, the worse it is. More you have, the worse it is. More you have, the worse it is. Now, what would be bad if you had more of? If you had more tickets, if you had more bills, had more homework, had more time. Had more time. I'm running out of ideas. Hmm. Thinky, 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 think. Have more what? That makes it worse. What makes things worse when you have more of it? Bees. No. What makes things worse when you have more of it? More ping. If only I could turn that into a game. More ping. Okay, so more viruses. Computer viruses. That'd be kind of interesting. The more computer viruses have, of course, it'd be even worse. But how would you get computer viruses? Clicking on links, which the player would not do. Things that something that would be easy for the player to accidentally do, maybe, or to do on purpose, and then just like realize that was a trap. I don't know. Maybe you're a little program in the computer. You're running around and you are trying to maybe try to get to some point, like some victory, right? And you are trying to, I guess, factory default, maybe because viruses have pretty much taken over the computer, and you're a little program trying to get there. And the problem is that every time a virus touches you, you start to glitch out, making things hard. Like maybe the controls may be reversed, random jumping. Um, you stop. It stops. You stop moving for a minute, or like you move really slow. Just like I don't know. Yeah, maybe like your little program, your little box guy right here. Your this little box needs a program. It's there. He's a little program guy. I don't know what program, but he is that program, and he's just like running through, I don't know, like obstacles maybe. Obstacles like boxes of like different softwares. I don't know. It's like it's down here. He's just like jumping over and stuff. and then there will be enemies. They will be black or red, and they're like viruses. Okay, and they try to attach to this guy, make him mess up and stuff, and like make him turn around and stuff. Like, what's my phone going off for? Anyway, and he's just like trying to get to the end point, maybe to shut down the entire computer to stop the virus from spreading. Maybe he's the antivirus, but the virus is like mutating or something. And the more viruses you contract, the harder it is to play the game, which gives you which the timer, which starts at 0, starts going up to like time, like going up in time, like plus time, and it'll like slow. You want to have like the least amount of time. The least amount of time, and yeah. So computer program fighting virus reset computer, don't touch virus or will have consequences. Okay. Okay, that seems good. I don't know, that seems like enough ideas for me. See what my team comes up with when they come, I see them tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Mostly you two that have been here for a while. Seriously, thanks. Remember to follow if you want to see more, or if you want to join the giveaway. Just stop by anytime. Thanks for watching.